Happy Monday. Thanks for joining us. Today, if you have the luxury of taking your phone or your computer, you should go outside because it is beautiful. Um, if you're inside, just appreciate the sunshine. We're going to use a band and a Pilates ring. If you have neither, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to modify that when we use it. For the band, you can really, if you have the one with handles, if you have the small one, circular one, you can use that. Again, if you do not have one, you can grab a towel and I'll show you how to modify that. Same thing with the ring. If you have a ball that you would rather use the small ball, not the big physio ball, the small ball, squishy ball, you can use that. Or free weights, small free weights. I'll show you how to use both of those in place or in lieu of the ring if you don't have. And you have the option of not using anything, just your mat. So we're gonna have fun today. See you on the mat. Let's start out on all fours. Okay, we're gonna start out a little cat-cow. Inhaling as you find extension, exhale as you round up into that cat. All right, we're gonna do about 5. So guys, make sure your hands are right under your shoulders. Not much weight in those precious wrists. Okay, we wanna put the weight right here in that core. So inhale. As you find extension, draw the shoulder blades down and together. And as you exhale, first thing that happens, that head drops. Pull that navel in, peeling that belly button up to your spine. You're still exhaling. As I'm talking, you're breathing, you're exhaling all that stale air out. And then you got a little bit left over. Keep exhaling and inhale. Find extension, tailbone, opposite the crown of the head. All right, I'm going to let you do it on your own, but just try to make each one last a little longer than the one before. Think of pushing the ground away from you, widening across your scapula and your shoulder blades, not letting your shoulders come up by your ears. So we inhale in extension, exhale to round up. We got 3 more, you guys, warming up. So use that breath. The breath is your power. Inhale and exhale. It is also the dictator of your pace. Okay, so our breath is going to dictate our pace. Inhale, last one. And exhale all that air out. Good, good, good. All right, now I just want you to walk your hands out just a little farther. So your hands are way past your shoulders here. We're in this downset hut position. So shoulders drop away from the ears. Your knees are about hip width apart. Okay, your extended spine. You're going to tighten your core and just lift your knees up and tap them down. Exhale, up, down, up, down. Just warming up those abs. Your weight's pushing back. Warming up those quads. Just getting a little heat pumping through our body here. Exhale, we got 8, 7, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hover off the ground, maybe an inch, maybe 2, holding for 3. Pull that navel in, dropping those shoulders. Fantastic. Take it back into that downward dog. First one, so you can widen your stance a little bit. If your hamstrings are really tight, guys, you can bend your knees, roll those shoulders back. Is the main thing here is finding that extension. Pull the navel in, drawing those ribs together. Shake out your head. Yes, no, nice and relaxed there. So as you're breathing, fine tune that form here. We want to shift back even more into your heels. Shoulders keep drawing down. Think of your shoulder blades pulling together. Now just lift that right heel. So feel that stretch in the left side of the body. If you've been doing any more walking or outdoor gardening, you're probably tight in the back of those legs. So I know everybody's been trying to get out a little more outside. So we're going to give those legs a little more attention here for these stretches. One more each side. And switch. Good. Shifting back even more. Shoulders down away from the ears. Now we're just going to go from a pike to a plank. So you're up. Heels are down if you can touch your heels to the floor. If you can't, don't worry. That's just your goal. Now we're just going to go into plank. 2, 3. Pike it up. 2, 3. So when you go into your plank, shift your chest forward, looking straight ahead. Up, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3, up, and down, 2, 3. We got 4, 3, 2. One more, guys. 1. Holding into that strong plank. Widen your feet if you need to drop to your knees. Feel the freedom to do that. We're going to do shoulder taps. We got right, we got left, right, left, right, left. Remember to look about 5 inches forward so you're not dropping that head. What happens in the head happens in the whole spine. 2, 3, switch, 2, 3. Try not to shift that weight if you can get away with it. Steady. 2 more. 1 more. Great job. Sit back into that child's pose. Open your knees nice and wide, and you're going to really extend your arms, okay? Nice deep breath. All right. And now just take your, I'm going to go this way so you guys can see me here. Stagger your knees so your right knee is slightly in front of your left knee, and then reach your arms over to your right so you feel that whole left side getting a nice stretch. And we go the other way. All right, y'all. So here's where, if you have a ring, we're gonna grab that ring, putting it, starting out right above your knees, okay? If you don't have a ring, if you have a ball, squishy ball, you can use that, okay? We're gonna start up tall, inhale, roll those shoulders back, lifting that chest bone, shoulders lengthened, squeezing that ring as you go back, shoulders stabilized, pulling that navel in and up, just teasing those abs, not going all the way back. We're gonna go to that sticking point. Hold, inhale to pause, and then exhale, slowly curl as you come up. My shirt's not cooperating here. Inhale up tall, exhale, shoulders drop, scooping that navel in and up. 2, 3, 4, and slow. Good. Not using momentum. Let your breath dictate your pace we talked about. So you should feel like your belly button's pulling in, yes, but it's also very much pulling up. Inhale, hold, exhale as you go up. Inhale, lift, exhale as we move. Inhale, we pause, we're squeezing that ring, we're squeezing that navel. Exhale, slow curl as we go up. We got 2 more. Squeeze that ring, guys, squeeze that navel. It's lifted, shoulders drawn down. Hold on the inhale, exhale slowly. Take it back up. Last one, this time I want you to hold it. So hold where you feel the most tension. The most tension, holding there. Now if you want a little bit more, take your arms up, even a little more, go here. We're just gonna go back, little pulses. 8, 7, exhale, 6, 5, go here, 4, 3, or here, 2, and 1. Good. Take the ring now inside, or your feet inside, so the ring's outside. Band or a towel if you want. You're gonna get it, wrap it around a few times around your wrist to where it is about shoulder width apart. You can always make it harder by wrapping it more, or easing up on it by wrapping it less, okay? So wrap it to where you want it. Now we're gonna push out on the ring. So we got the inner thighs, now we gotta get those outer thighs, even us out. So now we got a little more tension on the shoulders as well. So up tall, exhale, scooping that navel in and up. We're back at that sticking point. Hold where you feel the most tension, and we're moving very small from there. Quality over quantity, really pushing out on that ring for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right into that next one. Pushing out on that ring even more, out on the band even more. So just rotate to your right, shoulders down. Go into that sticking point again, holding it, Little bitty. Pressing out. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. So guys, make sure you're at your sticking point. Don't go to that spot where you can just kind of cruise. Go to that spot where you're barely hanging on. So to find it, we lift up, we push out on that ring, we scoop that navel in and up. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for that little shake, that little tremor might happen. That's a good thing. And then we pulse, exhale. 8, 7. Are you pushing out on the ring? Are you pushing out on your band? I know you are. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So if you have tight hip flexors, most likely they fired up on that. So I want to stretch them out. I would be in that category as well. So big, big, big lunge stretch. So your knee is over your ankle, not over the front of the foot. Okay, so whatever knee you've got forward, we're going to take that arm up and rotate that body. Okay, that back leg can be on the floor, or you can take it up if you want a little bit more. So we're lifting up tall, rotating through that spine. Can you lengthen up a little more? Can you rotate a little more? Good. And switching now, we just take it, lift up. So flat back, so chest lifted, not a rounded stretch here. You're lengthened out. Getting that hamstring, that calf. Told you, we're gonna get those legs a little more stretched out today. I've been hearing of a lot of people walking and running more than normal, which is fantastic, right? It's getting outside. So we wanna make sure we don't pull our calf, our shin, our hamstring. Give them a little more attention on the stretches. So not passive stretches. Everything we're gonna do is gonna be active stretch. So knee over your ankle, we're switching foot. And back, whatever you did on your back one, you can take that back knee up or down. And we're gonna rotate, lengthening up tall. 3 breaths for me. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to find that rotation. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, can you rotate a little more? Good. Now all we're gonna do is take a little, give that a little punch. So you're gonna rotate, we're gonna take it right, comes back, left, comes back, right, back, left. Okay, back knee, your choice. Back foot, I mean, can be off the floor or on it. Right, left. You can't step too big here, guys. The faster, the bigger, the better. And then we want a little pace. This is gonna get that heart rate up. Again, active stretch. 2 more each side. Right, left, right, and left. Good job. Find that child's pose. This time, it's a different kind of a child's pose. Knees are more open. Okay, feet are together. And then get your hands together. Okay, so you're gonna release hip flexors and shoulders on this variation. Nice deep breath. Your forehead can be on your floor, on your mat. All right, guys. So we're gonna take our band now, okay? Or a towel. Wrap it around. Middle of that foot so it doesn't come back and get you in the face. So a band or a towel or nothing, okay? We're gonna take it up kind of like we would do on the reformer. Anybody out there that's done the reformer, this is a close second. Really not that close, but it's a good stretch, similar to what you would feel on the reformer. The reformer is way better, but this does feel good. So here, and you're just gonna start out lower and lift. Your other knee can be bent or straight, but I want you to find tension on the band. Okay, pulling, flexing your foot actively as you go. We got 4 and 3. Now plant your stabilizing foot now in a bent position. Okay, plant it. And we're gonna rotate, just like a leg circle, single leg circle, reach around. That other leg, not moving at all. Pull Exhale. So it's inhale to cross over, exhale to sweep. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. There it is. Flow with it. 4, exhale, 3, exhale, 2, 1. You got it. Reverse, reach. How's that other leg doing? That's leg that's not working. It is working. It's just not moving. It's stabilizing. If you find that your hip is popping here, no biggie. Reduce that range of motion, just like this. Okay, doesn't have to be huge. You want to reach up and out more. So you get in that stretch. Reach to the ceiling, circle it around. Exhale, exhale, 2 and 1. Go ahead. Now stretch it. Cross that midline. If you can get away with this without popping yourself back in the face, point flex your foot as you're crossing that midline just to get a really good stretch. What we're going for here, guys, not just the hamstring and the glute and the calf, but this IT band, which is a really tiny band of a muscle, of a band that goes all the way down here. Really tight for walkers and runners typically. So we want to address it. So keep stretching that leg straight as far as you can go, pulling back on your towel or your band. You can't do this one too much if you're getting out a lot. Biking, walking, or running. This is probably my favorite one. Okay, and then we get that inner thigh. The same idea, spreading those hips apart figuratively as you're getting this side. All right, good. Now we're going to turn this into an exercise. So wrap your hand around if you can give yourself a little more tension. Wherever this leg is, I want you to find where you can pull it in to where it's about to bend, but you can still keep it straight. So for me, it's about right here. I can go a little farther, but it starts to bend a little bit. So want it stick straight, okay? Solid as a rock. You're gonna reach that arm back. Lower abs here, being our focus. Pulling that navel in as you reach up, and can you touch those toes? Inhale back, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale. So notice if you lower, it's a little easier to come up. You lower that leg. So keep it up there and reach. Unless you've got really long legs and you do feel it more to lower. You find what works for you. For me, this is quite a bit easier than this. So whatever you got, reach. You can even reach over the toes. Go up as high as you can with that leg not moving. 4, 3, 2. Next one, you're gonna hold it. Come up, reach outside of that ankle. Reach outside, come up a little higher. And now we stay up, right, left. You can support your head. One leg's working harder than the other, but they're both working. Pointed toes now. Straight-legged scissor. You can always rest your head if it's too much for the neck. For 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Good job. Before we switch legs, hug that knee in, roll that hip around a couple of times, and then switch. How are you guys doing? I know you're feeling this. I hope you're feeling this anyway. I know I'm feeling it in the best way. So we're like stretching and strengthening at the same time here. So the essence of Pilates, your stretch with your strength. All right. It's like a double whammy. All right. So we started out with that other leg bent. Get as much tension as you want. Okay. You get your biceps working a little bit here, just finding that tension. All right. I find that if I use both hands on the band, I don't pull from my wrists, straining it. So I just kind of guide it with both hands. So tighten your core, ground this foot. That's key, okay? That's gonna keep you stable and work that other side. We lower, we lift. If it feels easy, wrap that wrist a little more. I want you to feel that tension, not only in the leg, but in the core. Flexing that foot. 8, 6, 4, and 2, and 1. Doesn't that feel so good? Now we cross that midline to do our circles. So remember that other leg. Mine was just on that first one. I did not stabilize it. Now it's stable. It's not moving. Hopefully reduce that range of motion if you need to. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Your breath is your pace indicator. Find that flow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. As you're able to increase that range of motion, exhale. 5, 4, and 3. It's like stirring that soup around, stirring that leg in that hip socket. 2 and 1. Fantastic. Inner thigh stretch. Cross it over. And let's get that nice IT band like we did on the other side. So you get a little more stretch if you straighten your other leg. Cross it over as far as you can get away with before it bends. Holding it there. Point flex that foot if you dare. And just breathe into wherever it's feeling tight. Again, the power of the breath to get that fresh oxygen where you're tight, not only for the muscles, for your whole neuromuscular system, for your nerves. Everything flows better with fresh breath. 1 more breath. It's like a cleansing, it's like a detox. All right, 1 more breath, 1 more breath. Good, good, good. All right, guys, then we did that scissor kick, all right? Whatever you did on the other side with the head down or up. Last time I did it with my head up, like this. Feel the freedom. If you cannot see your knee, or if you feel any tension in your neck, you can just go here. It's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Hug that knee in. Give yourself that hip roll. And the other way. All right, we're gonna stay put now on our mat, on our back. No equipment needed for this next little section here. So walk your feet in close to your tailbone, where you can reach them easily, your heels with your fingertips. Get picky with your alignment here. So your knees aren't splayed out or in. Their knees, your ankles, your hips are all lined up, okay? Tighten up your core, flatten your back. So your pelvis is tucked, and then you're gonna take it up into that bridge. Keep that pelvis tucked the whole time, guys. So your belly is engaged, and that's also gonna fire those hamstrings and glutes. You hear me talk about that a lot if you take my class. You're always in that tuck as we go up here. If you let go, it's not that that's wrong. It's just a completely different stretch. So let your abs go and feel the difference. So you press up. That's a release for those hips. You get that extension in that lumbar spine. We sometimes go here to do that, okay, to get that stretch. But that's not what we're doing. So I want you to tuck that pelvis now as we roll down, top of the back, middle back, lower back, last. Once you're down, inhale, let it go. Exhale, retuck as you bridge back up, pressing up tall. That's your inhale. You're still tucked. That's going to keep those glutes and hammies on fire. Rolling down, top, middle, lower your spine as dominoes. Once you're down, inhale, let it go. Exhale, retuck, press up tall. Each time you go up, your hips get a little higher. Still tight right here, guys. Press up, inhale, exhale, rolling down 1 more time. Bridge is like a magic potion for your back, for your glutes. So good. Press up tall, opening your hips as well, rolling down. Now I want you to hold it at the top, okay? Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck and press up tall. The challenge that you can give yourself is getting up higher, okay, without sinking the hips. So all I want you to do here is stay up there. Place your hands on your hip bones. We're going to keep ourselves honest. Now, all you're going to do is lift that right foot off the floor, maybe 2 inches. Lift it like you're marching and just hold it. Hold it. That left glute's on fire. Press up taller into that left side. Hamstring glute still holding. 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Did you sink a little bit? You can see I did a little bit. Shouldn't happen, Missy. I shouldn't have sunk down. So stay up, tight core. Now left foot barely off. Less is more, guys. Left foot barely off. Lift it off, holding it 2 to 3 inches off the floor. Press into that right hip and glute. Hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Replace it. Now, did you sink? Press up even taller with those hips. Tighten your core. We go again on that right side. Lift off the floor, barely. Hold it. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Press it up there. And we switch. Left foot. Come on, press that right hip, glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I want you to press up even higher. Even higher. Keep your hands on your hips, and all I want you to do is march. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you get away with no sinking of your hips? No shift. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 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 One more each side, guys. You got this. Switch. Come on, press up. Don't lose it. Sink. Don't sink on me. And switch. Good. Now let it go. Now we can stretch it. Clasp those hands. Press those hips up. Roll it down. And again, hug those knees in. Well-deserved stretch. You can roll your ankles. And double hip roll. So hug the knees in and around. And the other way. Good job, guys. Okay, now I want you to grab your, if you want. Again, I told you we weren't gonna use it. You don't have to use anything. You just get a little more stretch if you have a band, excuse me, if you have a ring or a ball, something between your ankles. It can be inside or outside. Either way is fine. Push into it, okay? Arms are wide. Give yourself a nice wide stretch here so your shoulder blades can open up. Tighten your core, and you're just going to dip over to one side. Lift right before that ankle touches the floor. Now extend out. Bring it back in. Center it. Over. Right before it touches. Extend out. And switch. Over. Reach in. Back. Over. Reach in. Back. Make sure you're breathing. Extend. Back. Reach. Good, guys. Over and in. Over and in. One more each side. This is prep for what's coming next. Can you guys see the sun coming through this window here? Hope it's not throwing you off here. It's definitely coming in. I'm gonna switch here so hopefully you can see me. Got the sun right over our heads. Still feel like I've got a little bit of a glare, but I'm gonna go with it. Maybe it's making me glow. Look like I have some sun. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to, you don't have to have anything between your ankles, right? If you do, use it. If not, it's fine. You're gonna have your knees and feet together. You're gonna extend up, reach back in. You go to the other side as you're balancing on one hip, reaching as far as you can. Exhale, inhale. That other hand is right at chest shoulder height. Reach. Each time we come up, we want higher, we want longer. 2, 3, inhale back. Exhale, lift. 2, 3. This is for our waist, guys. Reach. 2 more each side. One more. Hold, hold, hold. And switch, hold. You got it. Good. Okay. No equipment needed. No equipment needed. Tight core, bridging again, but your feet are closer, closer, closer to your tailbone. You're bridging up, not as high as we went earlier, just barely off, okay? Right leg's gonna shoot out. We're still getting those hamstrings and glutes. So walk your feet in, close to your tailbone. Tighten up, scooping your abdominals. Right leg's gonna shoot out, and we're just gonna take it out and in. I want you to go as far out as you can, not moving that stabilizing leg. It's still, it's planted. So it's getting that left glute, right hamstring. Reach, reach. So make sure that heel is close to your tailbone. Your leg is taking it out as far out as you can. 3, 2, 1, up, down. What we did with the band, but we have no band. And your hips are off the floor, I hope. Should be burning like crazy on that left hamstring. 3, 2, and dropping down. Good job, good job, good job. Shake out the legs. You can butterfly if you want to. Okay, so remember, a little farther out with the feet is a little less challenging. Close in. It's gonna light you on fire. All right, tighten that core. Press up tall, but we're not as tall as we were when we were doing the stretching part of the bridge. So you're maybe 3 or 4 inches off a fist. Measure with your fist. Perfect height right there. Okay, this tight core. Shoot that left leg out. Okay, right leg is steady. Out, in. No movement on this side. Out, as far as you can go. Flex that foot. Big time. Flex that foot. So that leg that's moving is just below the knee. Just below the knee. We got 6. You burning? I hope so. My hamstring's on fire. It's that part of the hamstring that doesn't get a lot of attention. The middle. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We take it up and down. I'm going for seconds on this one. Not reps. I got 6, 5, 3, and 1. Good job. Down. Butterfly those legs. All right, guys, we've gotten the legs, the back of the legs, quite a bit today. Want to stretch them out one more time, and we're going to move on to some lower abs. Our lower abs have been firing this whole time, let the truth be told, but we're really honing in on the legs right now. So scoop the abdominals in as you curl up. Again, I want your shoulder blades off the mat, guys. So you're up, pull up so your nose is trying to touch those knees, okay? If you cannot maintain this position, rest your head down. So we switch to 3, 2, 3. Pointed toes, 2, 3. Stretch strength, combo. Every time you get that good exhale, use that as your cue to pull that navel in. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay with me, guys. Elbow to opposite knee. Straight-legged adds quite a challenge. 2, 2. Can you touch that knee? We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Right leg on top. Reach your arms back. Let it fall to your right. Well-deserved stretch here. And we switch. Left leg falling to your left. All right, guys. We're going to find our tabletop position. So you know what that means. I hope your knees are right over your hips. Your ankles are in line from that nice 90 degrees. We curl up. If you're used to bringing your head up, if not, keep your head down. It's completely fine. We're going into our double leg stretch. So your chin is right here holding that tennis ball. Okay, you're looking right between your knees. Your arms and legs go together. Ready? Exhale, reach, inhale around. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So if that's too much, go higher with your legs. Medium and low. Whatever challenges you, whatever works for your body. We got 5, 4, that head up. 3, if it's up. 2, 1. So I say if it's up. Guys, just to clarify, I know you probably know this, but I would rather, since I'm not looking at you, if your head is up, you want to make sure it's here, not here. Big difference. Here, your cervical spine is lengthened. You can see right between your knees. Here, I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm straining right through these scaly muscles, okay? Here is, if in doubt, be all the way down, okay? Especially if you've got any kind of, if you've had any, reckless abdominal issues. So err on the safe side, okay? Because again, I'm not looking at you to see if you're in that right position, but let's make sure. Do one more just for good measure, okay? So when you're up here, not here, not, so we're here, shoulder blades way off. We reach, we don't lose that height, and we circle. Let's go 2 more. Reach around, 1 more, just because you can, and hug it in. Good job. All right, ankles can roll. Always a good go-to stretch there. All right, let's go to our side. Our side. So your elbow, always right underneath that shoulder, okay? We're gonna do a side plank variation. So knees are bent, shoulder, that underneath shoulder's back. We're gonna press up and lift. So we're gonna hold here, just holding. Now, if you want to go into a full side plank, feel it, feel the freedom to do that, okay? Up tall, look at that hand. We're gonna thread the needle through, exhale, and we lift. Inhale, let your eyes follow your hand. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach, really reach. We got 5. Inhale up, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Reach over. We're not done yet. Hold with me. Stay with me. Lifted. Can you get those hips higher? Reach. We go up with that arm. You drop the hips. Lift, drop, lift. Not dropping the shoulder. Drop, lift. Think of a string pulling you up from that hip. Right up there. Right like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So you're gonna go right to here to get that stretch. Reach over. Sun. I love it. I'm not gonna complain, but it's right in me, isn't it? Maybe it makes me look like an angel. I don't know what you're looking at, but you can see the stretch. Grab that wrist. Good, and let's switch sides. I'm gonna move it up just a little. Is that better? I feel like that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so elbow, like we need it right underneath that shoulder, not forward, it's back. Knees bent or straight, whatever you did on the other side. Lift up nice and tall. Thread that needle through. Inhale up. Exhale through. Inhale. Take your time, guys. Really reach, really lift. Pulling that navel up. Inhale. Exhale. How's that underneath shoulder? Is it pulled back? Don't let it round forward. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, we're not done. We lift up even higher. Now lift those hips, stretch that arm. And what did we do? We went here, we hip drop, lift, drop, lift. That shoulder back, underneath shoulder. We got 5. Hang in there, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Stretch over, big stretch. Over there. Stretch over. You can grab hold of that wrist if that feels good. Nice deep breath. Okay, we're gonna go on to our bellies. So you can add in your ball or your ring here if you want. Again, you do not have to. I'm facing this way so you guys can see me better. With the ring, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it will really, really, really work your inner thighs, your hamstrings, and your glutes, okay? But it's a little awkward just getting it there. This is where it helps to have an instructor place it there for you. But I'm sure you got it. Okay, you get to take a load off with that upper body. So your chin is resting on your hands, okay? Squeezing that ring or that ball, get something to put in between right above your ankles, okay? You're gonna pull your heels to your tailbone as far in as you can get them. And then you're just gonna lift and squeeze, micro moves. Where are we targeting? You tell me. Right at that hamstring and glute connector. Make sure your belly's engaged, like there's a little ice cube underneath your belly. The closer your heels are in to your body, the more you're gonna feel this. Press, so you're in and up, in and up. Squeeze it like you mean it. These are so good. 8. Come on, get those heels in closer. Should be burning like crazy. 3 and 2 and 1. Now extend the legs back completely straight and squeeze that ring, whatever you got to squeeze the ball. Straight legs, rock solid straight, okay, as you lift, lower. Abs are still engaged. We lift, pointing or flexing your feet. Just really lock out. You want long, lean muscles here. Reach, reach, squeeze. We got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hang in there. 1, hold. Now squeeze it, squeeze it. 10 seconds, just as hard as you can squeeze it. Keep breathing, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze harder. You're halfway. 4, 3, 2, and holy cow, 1. And take a little windshield wiper stretch side to side. Just open your knees out a little wider, just releasing those glutes and hips there. All right, y'all. Ring or ball. You can even use weights. It's going to go behind, or they're going to go behind you. So rolling your shoulders back. This is fantastic for posture. If you've been staring at your computer, rounding forward, this is going to counterbalance that. So roll the shoulders back, squeezing that ring. You're going to be humbled on this one because you really can't, unless you're a bodybuilder, you cannot you can't squeeze the ring very hard here, all right? You're going to reach back and squeeze and lift and lower. Lengthen, squeeze, lift, and lower. Up, 2, 3, down. Up, 2, 3. So when you come up, your neck is long. You're not looking up. I'm looking up every now and then because I'm looking towards the computer, looking at you. But I want your head like this long. So there's no crease in the back of the head. Lift, squeeze, lower. Bottom of the tricep, bottom of the lats. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this one, guys. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze that ring. Squeeze it. Now pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Push up. Push back. Walking those hands together. And then walk them out. Walk them together. We'll walk them out one more time. Walk them together. And walk them out. All right, y'all, we're gonna go into a downward dog position. We're finished kind of in a position that we were we're not finished yet, but we're gonna finish, do our finishing moves where we started from. So we started in cat-cow. We're gonna finish in cat-cow, but a different variation. But before we go to cat-cow, I want you to find that downward dog again. So widen your hands, pressing into right underneath your knuckles, not in your palms. Shoulders down away from the ears. Remember this downset hut position. So tight core, and we lift lower. How do your abs feel now? Lift lower. So your knees up, down, up, down. So your shoulders way behind the wrist. Quads are working, abs are working. Lift, lower, lift, lower. You just tapping the knees for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, push back. Not downward dog. Now I bet you can flatten your heels if you couldn't earlier. Your legs are so much warmer. Shoulders down, shake out your head. Yes, no. Now, all we want to do here is try to pull those kneecaps straight, pushing into those heels. All right, walk your left foot to the middle. All right, your right leg shoots back. We're going to bring it through and then to the right wrist, then to the left wrist. Okay, so open it up, stretch it out first. That feels so good. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale back, right wrist. Inhale back, cross it over, left wrist. One more time. Inhale, bring it through. Same side wrist. Crossing over wrist. Hold it, hold it. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Downward dog or child's pose. Getting ready for that other side. Use my socks. So nice deep breath. All right, guys, left leg, open it up. Gonna bring it right through. Back, same side wrist. Back, opposite wrist. One more time. Inhale, exhale through. Back, same. And back, opposite wrist. Hold, hold, you can, yes you can. 4, 3, 2, and downward dog or child's pose. Okay, prance out those feet. And let your head relax. So fine tune this position. Pull the shoulders down and together. Now walk your feet completely together. We haven't been there yet, but we're going there now. Feet are together. And just breathe. Lift one heel, hold, switch. Good job, guys. Now finish with cat-cow. So the only difference we're gonna do than we did earlier is you're just gonna take your chin to your shoulder as we round up. So you're gonna get those obliques as we stretch out. So first one, let's do normal. Inhale, find extension, and then exhale, widening across your scapula. Pull that navel up to your spine. We'll finish with one like this too. So now let's take it to the side. So inhale, find extension. Exhale, bring your chin to your right shoulder. Feel that work in the right obliques. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left. Let's do 2 more each side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round it up. Feel that width across the shoulders. You're not hunching your shoulders up. You're getting nice and broad. Not much weight in those hands. Inhale to the right. Inhale to the left. And then we're just going to go straight to the middle for 2. Find that extension and exhale. All that air, all that air. Let's see how long we can make this last one last, guys. Inhale, extend, take a nice Big inhale now. Nice, slow, the longest, slowest exhale you can do. Ready? Let's do it. Are you still exhaling? Still exhale. Fantastic. Okay, let's stretch that neck. Right ear to right shoulder, pushing that left palm down, or you can take your palm up, and you can even add a little assisted neck stretch. Nice deep breath. And then we switch left to your left shoulder. Let it, give it a second just to relax. And then we can float that right arm up, palm pushes away. Out of that sun. Good, and then cross it over. You guys did so great today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday. Great start to your week. Left side, cross it over, and stay tuned for more fun. See you next time. Thanks.